The 2012 NLDS was tied at 2 games each when the underdog Giants completed an epic comeback. After being down in the series 2-0, they swept 3 games on the road to win the series. 5 Giants from that championship season returned to Cincinnati with fond memories of one of their best wins ever. Tonight, it's Game 2 of the series from Great American Ballpark. Next. We're in Cincinnati on this Saturday evening as we get ready for Giants baseball. This is Game 2 of this 3-game series, Giants Reds. Welcome to NBC Sports Bay Area, and it's powered by Xfinity. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwight Kuiper. Alongside me is Harvey Lopez. Tough loss for the Giants last night. Another 1-run loss. No hitting. Bruce Bochy had another meeting today with his hitters, but I guess it's not so much on the manager and the coaches, it's on the hitters.
It is. The pitching has been there. They showed it last night. Since June 1st, they've been doing a great job. Somebody needs to step up. I'm sure they discussed it over and over again in that room. That door was closed for quite some time. So I'm sure somebody's got some anger going, and hopefully they take it out on Matt Harvey tonight. Buster
Posey has terrific numbers against Matt Harvey. Maybe he'll be the guy tonight here in Cincinnati. It's Bumgarner against Harvey. Great matchup. Stay tuned. We'll take you to our NBC Sports Bay Area studios for an update, and we'll do that right after this.
By Southwest Airlines. Low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. And by Jack in the Box. Try something different, like Jack's Teriyaki Bowls. Only at Jack in the Box for a limited time.
All right, back here in Cincinnati at Great American Ballpark. Our game time weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Hey, it's a great time to get to the beach. It is the summertime. The admission-free boardwalk is open every day. 84 degrees here at the yard. You see the winds and humidity, and it is a partly cloudy night. Reds take to field. So let's take a look at the Giants starting lineup, and it's brought to you by, as always, Southwest Airlines. It'll be McCutchen, Panik, and Posey. Belt will be the cleanup hitter, then Longoria and Crawford. Alan Hansen, you see what he's done in his last 9 games, followed by Duggar, and then Madison Bumgarner.
Taking the mound tonight for the Cincinnati Reds, familiar face to many, Matt Harvey coming on to make the start. Got into the 7th inning, got through 7 innings his last time out against the Diamondbacks here in this homestand. And when he's right, you're going to see the velocity right around 90 to 95 on the fastball with a slider. You look at it right there, 2-pitch combo, a lot what they saw last night. Let's take a look at the Cincinnati Reds defense behind Matt Harvey tonight. Starting in the outfield, working from left to right will be Herrera, Hamilton, and Irvin, who had the walk-off homer last night. Left side of the infield will be Suarez, Peraza. On the right side will be Jeanette and Dixon, and Tucker Barnhart, the Gold Glover, will be catching.
Giants come in now with a record of 61 and 62. They know very well that time is running short, which means they got to put a run together. They're 2-2 on this trip. They're 11 and 14 against the National League Central, with one more game tomorrow here in Cincinnati before the Giants head to New York City for a 4-game series. Bruce Bochy very upset after the ball game yesterday at the lack of offense. Called a meeting today and met with the hitters. This game is available to stream on NBCSportsBayArea.com and the NBC Sports app for mobile and tablet. You can stream the Giants on the go wherever you are. Brought to you by your NorCal Honda dealers. So here's McCutchen. McCutchen probably didn't have to go to the meeting today. because he was 3 for 4, or make that 3 for 5 last night. And the first pitch of the ball game is a called strike. So with those 3 hits, a 257 average, and McCutchen takes down low.
StatCast AI powered by AWS, and you look at what McCutchen does. He likes to pull the ball a lot. He has a couple hits up the middle earlier, and they're giving him that spot again tonight.
2-1. McCutchen 5 for 11 against Matt Harvey lifetime, with a double and a home run.
He's gone right to the slider twice there.
3-1. He does have a very nice, easy, flowing delivery.
Giants got a look at him earlier this year. And once he became a Red, it was one of his earlier outings, 4 innings in San Francisco.
Hammered to center field, but Hamilton spins around and he makes the catch. And that's how this game gets started.
Well, you see the simple motion that Kipe is talking about right there. It just comes, gathers, finishes down the ramp through the catcher. It's what you try to do. It's what you try to teach.
He doesn't have much of a long stride at all.
No.
Here's Joe Panik. Panik 2 for 4 yesterday as he takes a strike. That's Dan Bellino calling balls and strikes. It's Cuzzy, Hellion, and Blakeney from first to third. Panik's got a home run lifetime against Harvey, 2 for 3. And looked pretty good swinging the bat last night. He was one of the few. Taps it to third for Suarez. Suarez will take his time, 2 down. Now here's the one hitter that's got very good ownage on Harvey, and that's Buster Posey. 5 for 8, a couple of doubles and a home run.
That's ownage.
Yeah, Buster yesterday went 0 for 4, dropped his average to 287. Pitch strike, and it's 0-1. Belt would hit if Buster reaches here in the first. And Harvey comes back with another fastball and another strike. Yeah, it may have been that Buster Posey was looking for something other than a fastball.
A few scouts in the stands tonight. They're definitely looking at eyeballing this start. Harvey may be wearing a different uniform before the month's out. Much talked about maybe getting traded at the deadline. Didn't happen. Didn't like the packages that they were getting back.
And the white shirt is former Giant Terry Kennedy. And right behind him, the star of the first major league.
There he is.
Pete Vukovich.
Look at him.
Vuk was that.
The slow-mo spit. That's the best part of the whole movie.
Nasty first baseman in that movie. Three and two. I forgot about the slow-mo.
Oh, yeah.
That was good. It looks the same. He does.
He does.
So does Terry Kennedy. 3-2 pitch. Buster pops this one up. Dixon going over, and he'll put it away, and that'll end the inning. So Harvey with a 1-2-3 first. That'll bring out Madison Bumgarner. It's 0-0. Madison Bumgarner will be facing, and it's brought to you by Southwest Airlines. It'll be the very speedy Billy Hamilton, followed by Peraza, Jeanette, and Eugenio Suarez. The game winner last night, Phillip Ervin, his first walk-off home run. Barnhart, Herrera, Dixon, and then the pitcher, Matt Harvey.
And taking them out for the Giants tonight. Yeah, aforementioned Madison Bumgarner making his 14th start. Overall numbers been looking pretty good. He had a great start against LA just last week. 6 innings, seven hits, a couple runs. And what he's doing this year a lot more is mixing in the off-speed stuff. You look at the splits there, just about the same as his fastball with cutter fastball combo. When he's feeling good, that curveball and changeup has really been coming into play. But really throwing the ball well and looking to notch that final win so he can be sole possession of 3rd place all time. Now let's look at the defense behind Madison. Starting the outfield from left to right will be Hanson, Duggar, and McCutcheon. Left side of the infield, Longoria and Crawford. Right side, Panic and Belt. And Buster Posey will be doing the catching. First time this band's been assembled this year.
The infield intact. As Hamilton on the first pitch lifts one out to Hanson. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Here's our BioFreeze moment, powered by BioFreeze. Cool the pain. Monday at the Dodgers. Madison Bumgarner got the no decision, but you look at the numbers there: 6 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks, 97 pitches in a typical pitcher's duel between him and Kershaw.
Here's Jose Peraza hitting .287. And a strike. Peraza last night went 2 for 5. The Reds had 11 hits last night. They got a lot of those hits early, but only managed to pick up a run against Casey Kelly. And another pop-up, and this one at Belt. 3 pitches, 2 outs. Here's Jeanette. Each one of the first 3 hitters have a home run lifetime against Madison Bumgarner. I was asking Harvey, I said, was Hamilton's an inside the Parker? I don't think it was.
I don't think it was either.
Jeanette 1 for 3 lifetime with a home run. And a strike, and it's 0-1. Jeanette last night. Jeanette had 3 hits. He was 3 for 5. And a little bit off the plate, not by much. Bumgarner 2-1 lifetime in this park. McCutcheon coming in. Side retired. 6 pitches for Bumgarner here in the first. For a Togo, brought to you by Togo's Tutsalami. May 16th against the Reds. Belt against Matt Harvey. Gone. Exit velocity 105, launch angle 28 degrees, 403 distance. Gone. Not foul. Gone. Foul back, no balls and 1 strike. Belt with a .278 average. He's got 2 lifetime home runs against Harvey. I showed you 1. Longoria to follow. Belt last night, part of that group in the middle of the lineup that just didn't do much. He was 1 for 5. He's 1 and 2.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites back in 2015. I'm watching you after the game. It was actually the best reaction, but I think we got the heads up when you hit that, when Belt hit that ball deep drive.
Down the line.
Foul. Gone. Right down there.
Yeah, I walked into the clubhouse.
Oh, yeah, queued up.
You guys had it on a reel.
Ready to go.
It was great.
Things don't get missed.
They don't. I wanted to say, I thought maybe you guys were paying attention to the game. This is what Javi's talking about.
And the pitch. And Bell hits a high drive foul down the right field line and out of play. Gone. It went over the foul pole, and it's a 3-run home run for Brandon Belt. How about that?
Wow.
Right now, Harvey throwing strikes. It's 0-1 to Longoria. Yeah. I blamed you. It was Crawford.
You saved it.
It was Crawford.
Well, yeah, Crawford's more technically inclined than I am.
Longoria 246. He's 2 for 2 lifetime against Harvey. Longoria went 0 for 5 with 2 strikeouts last night. He hit 5th. He's hitting 5th again tonight. Little pop up into shallow center field. Jeanette says he's got it, and he does. 2 down.
Ciao, Giants fans. On Friday, August 24th, come out and celebrate Italian Heritage Night, presented by Giolotti Construction Company. Your special event package includes an Italia Giants t-shirt, access to Italian Heritage Night pregame party, and a ticket to see the Giants take on the Rangers. Visit sfgiants.com/special events for tickets.
So here's Crawford. Crawford on the ground. It's Dixon. And that'll end the inning. Suarez, Irvin, Barnhart coming up.
On NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Humboldt Redwood. Naturally strong, naturally beautiful decking, fencing, and timbers. Visit getredwood.com to learn more.
On the first pitch to Suarez, it's rolled foul. Suarez, the cleanup hitter in this Reds lineup. You see his numbers: 26 home runs, 88 runs batted in. He's an all-star. And he went 1 for 4 in the game last night. And the pitch is high. He's 1 for 6 in his career at bats against Madison Bumgarner. And a called strike. So looks like Bumgarner's got a pretty good strike zone tonight with Mr. Bellino. I say that because Bum hasn't gotten mad at him yet.
Not yet. There hasn't been a stare, but he's gone to the off speed.
And he got him with it might have been a cutter in.
That's what it looked like. It was both these pitchers are throwing it. Pitchcast brought to you by SoFi, a modern finance company. Yeah. Yep. Well, that slider up under the hands.
Here's the hero last night, Phillip Ervin, who hit the home run, and he rolls this one up the middle, and with this quick infield, that's a base hit. And here's Tucker Barnhart.
He's trying to throw strike one. He's ready for it. He's hitting almost 370 coming into the game today. So Irvin's one you're going to have to watch out for.
Barnhart played first base in the game last night. He had a hit in 4 at bats. And the runner goes. Posey's throw is not in time, and not sure where the bat ended up. Oh, it ended up in the Giants dugout. So Irvin not wasting any time. That's stolen base number 3. I always had the feeling that it wasn't so much the stick 'em that made the bat go. It was either a slow curve or a changeup that really had that hitter out in front. Not a bad bat toss.
Yeah, good thing the Nets are there now, except for the guys on the bench.
The guys on it just kind of
you're not used to that.
Funnels into the dugout. Foul back. Now if you're Bumgarner in panic, you have to keep Irvin occupied. You have to make him think that he cannot steal third base.
He was staring down at Hatch, probably checking to see what his opinion was on it. Longoria can get to the bag where he's playing pretty quickly.
And a pitch up and a foul back.
Belt's playing in that normal spot where you just see a lot of these first basemen now, that the 4-hole, getting as far off as you can, knowing you can get to first base to make a play, but a little modified shift.
And a little humpback pop-up foul down the right field line.
That sting in the hands. Look at him.
He's got the
working
bees,
the thumbs.
man.
He's working the thumbs now.
The only thing you're really happy about, it didn't happen on opening day here.
I wonder where Bum's going to throw this next pitch.
Tried to go low and away. It's 1-2. It's Dilson Herrera on deck. So Bum just letting Irvin know that I'm going to keep an eye on you.
That was a good idea there. He was falling into a bit of a pattern, coming set and pitching.
Got him.
Xfinity X1 customers say, show me the San Francisco Giants into your X1 voice remote and get live stats on your TV. Change the way you experience TV with Xfinity X1. Can you say that and get a replay of that nasty curveball as well, you think? You probably could. Showing you stats,
I think
you know?
you can. Yeah,
Get the whole thing, because that was nasty.
You could also hit the rewind button.
No, but could you say it?
I don't know. Here's Herrera. 5 for 30. You can ask our guys in the truck.
Well, that you can. And so those at home that said Xfinity show me the Giants, show me that nasty curveball, you see it from 2 different camera angles right there. Sending Mr. Barnhart back to the bench.
Nothing in 2.
He's got a good feel for the curveball right now.
th pitch coming up. Tried to see if Herrera would get after another one. He took it. It's 1-2. Reds are 12-11 against the National League West. They're 4-6 in their last 10 games. Got him. And that'll end the inning. Bumgarner strikes out the side. Reds do pick up a base hit. 0-0.
C Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Redwood Credit Union. Redwood Credit Union offers full-service banking for all that you love. Federally insured by NCUA.
It's a 0-0 ball game with Alan Hansen to lead things off. It'll be the bottom 3 in this Giants lineup against Matt Harvey, who's retired 6 straight. And Hansen takes a strike. Hansen was popping him out of the park like he was a home run hitter during batting practice. It was a good day to hit. Well, right now Harvey's throwing strikes.
He is, and first pitch fastballs every time, going right to the off speed right after that. Like I said, he might be pitching for another club, so he's out there. He's focused.
And he finishes him off with a high fastball. And that's the second strikeout. Here's Duggar.
That's one of those at-bats. Hence is just, what happened? What just happened?
You're exactly right. That's what you're thinking. And you're thinking, well, you know what, maybe if I know that he's throwing strikes, maybe the first pitch is the best pitch that I'm going to get. And Hansen takes a strike.
Gotten ahead of every hitter so far.
And he's following it up. That time he backed it up. It's no balls and 2 strikes with Madison Bumgarner on deck. Three pitches. See you later. Mets are in town on Friday, August 31st. It's Star Trek night at AT&T Park. There'll be fireworks after the ball game. Your special event package is going to include a Star Trek Starfleet command hat. So sfgiants.com/special events. Here's Bumgarner. And he takes outside 1-0. Bum is 3 for 26 on the season. And he hits one high to left field. Going back is Herrera, and in front of the wall he makes the catch. And that'll end the inning.
It's brought to you by Kona Brewing Company. Enjoy a Big Wave Golden Ale or Longboard Lager today.
It's nothing bottom third, and we're going to take a look at the smart plays brought to you by your Northern California Ford dealers. It came last night. Buster Posey throwing out Jose Peraza, trying to steal second at the top of the 5th inning. Good throw, better tag by Crawford, and the unsung here in the whole situation is old Mr. Kelly holding on the runners so well last night. That is your Ford smart play.
Bruce Bochy was talking about exactly that on his KNBR pregame show. He said, look, Casey Kelly, not a rook. He's obviously pitched a lot of innings, whether it's in the big leagues, minor leagues. So just think about what he did yesterday. Held runners on, picked a guy off, had a sacrifice bunt. All things that a lot of guys, when they get to the big leagues, they can't do any of those things.
He did spring training.
He did.
That's exactly. That you do that every single day for a month and a half.
Dixon, center field. 1 out. Rich Waltz is here. John Miller, Dave Fleming on assignment. Mike Rucco back home on the couch. Rich. He'll be here for innings 4, 5, and 6.
He's pointing where John should be. He's trying to find him there.
We gave Rich the pep talk about, well, if we don't know what's going to happen on the field, but our job is to out broadcast the Reds broadcasters. And he bought it. Line drive, center field. Duggar. 2 down. I think that's the Duggar. Yeah, that's Duggar's mom. I saw her. She came up to the booth.
A little closer trip for him.
I pull the same trick I always tell the moms when they come up to the booth. You go overboard on how great their kid is, and they absolutely love that because that's what they want to hear. And then you tell them that but his language is atrocious. He cusses like, and they're
That'll do it.
Oh, it's just like knocks him out. It like sets him back, and then they kind of think you're kidding, and then they defend like you can't even imagine. And when one mom just say it plainly, well, you got that from his dad. Duggar's mom did not say that. Rich Waltz will be in. I'll see you back here in the 7th. It's 0-0.
Zero, top 4. And we're bringing in the man with hopefully bringing in some runs.
Yeah,
Rich Waltz to take over for a little while.
How smart were we last night saying this is a series where the Giants' bats are going to wake up. Cozy dimensions, great place to hit. And the Dark Knight looks like the Dark Knight of 3-4 years ago, doesn't he?
He's throwing lots of strikes right now, doing a real good job of commanding the zone with not only the fastball, but his breaking stuff as well.
So, second time around against Matt Harvey. And here is Andrew McCutchen. Joe Panik, Buster Posey will follow in the 4th in Cincinnati. Just one hit, and that's it. And Harvey misses out. He's commanding both sides of the plate, which is impressive.
He is. He's really looks locked in right now. And hopefully if we keep talking him up, he's going to throw more and more balls and leave something over the middle of the plate for McCutchen to hammer here in a second.
He hasn't done much of that yet. Check swing, and on a hop, Harvey has it, flips to first in time.
That's not what I was talking about.
I'm amazed that these two guys have never faced each other. I mean, you would think that at some point it would be a headline. It's the Dark Knight against Madison Bumgarner. Mad Bum against Dark Knight. It's never happened.
Never happened. Yeah, you're right.
And they were almost teammates.
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
That's right.
Harvey,
yes, indeed,
in 07 was drafted by the Angels in the 3rd round. Of course, Bumgarner was drafted by the Giants 10th overall. Here's Panik, and he takes in. Bumgarner signed. He had committed to North Carolina. Harvey didn't sign. He went to North Carolina.
I'd say it worked out for both of them.
It has. Panik bounced to 3rd. And I know you guys were showing all the scouts. I saw Terry Kennedy and Pete Vukovich and everybody down there. And there's a lot of ball clubs hoping. There they are, Vukovich behind Kennedy. There's a lot of clubs looking for pitching help, rotation help. A team like Seattle, who all of a sudden is stuck in the mud. The Dodgers bombed them last night, knocking Wade LeBlanc around. And if Harvey throws like he has here in these early innings, it looks like he could help somebody.
If the price is right, this is the best time to be the GM. You can work a lot of deals right here in August.
And everybody seemingly is put on waivers. I mean, even the big name. The Nationals today apparently putting both Bryce Harper and Daniel Murphy on waivers. Of course, they'll pull them back if somebody claims them, or they'll tell that team, hey, let's make a deal. Panik a chopper, hustling to first. Suarez can't handle it, and the Giants have their first base runner. And we'll see if it's a hit or an error. It was a do-or-die play for Suarez.
Right off a home plate.
That is going to be E5. Yeah. And so the Giants still without a hit, but they do have a base runner, and here's Posey.
It's a tough error, probably the right call though, but it's a tough error.
I'm sure Dwayne asked you this. I'll ask you just because I'm curious from your vantage point. What do you think went on in the come to Bochy meeting today where Bruce Bochy, and his office isn't very big. No. He had all his hitters in there in uniform.
With chairs.
With chairs.
I'm hoping he had something relaxing to say to him. He's got that voice that could kind of put you to sleep, that nice low. He's got good timbre in that voice. So I can imagine he's telling them more of the same things that they've already heard. They all know they're very professional hitters, but he's probably just telling them to relax a little bit in the box, stop trying to grind out these at bats. Just go ahead and see ball, hit ball, barrel things up, and get some action after action. Get a guy on base, be ready to go.
Posey takes in. Buster fell behind 0-2 and then worked a full count, then popped out in the first. This time it's the reverse. Harvey's fallen behind 3-0. You got Belt on deck. That's the ground ball spray chart for Posey, and a strike. His last 100 ground balls go in every which direction, and that's why you've got more of a standard infield alignment. And a big hole on the right side, with Panic being held by Brandon Dixon.
See if we get some action here. 3-1 count.
And that one rolls away from the catcher. Ball 4. Posey to first, Panic to second. And here comes Belt. From what you see, Harvey, the 2012, 2013, even 2015 Matt Harvey, is it as simple as velocity? I know he's down maybe a mile, maybe 2 miles an hour off his average fastball.
Well, I do think there's a culmination of things. I think when you have so much success so early and you have the power stuff of now you lost it a little bit, there's something to that. Your location is a factor. When you're not putting the ball where you want to, like the first 2 innings he's been on, but this is what you started to see later on, a guy that's throwing it around the zone now, not being able to locate. Hitters are able to sit on one pitch, wait on something, and we just called a balk here.
It was a balk. You see the home plate umpire Dan Bellino motioning with his hands that Harvey started, stopped, and then started again.
Regelman's going to come out and at least have a discussion here. You can hear it on the field, Mike. Double set. Well, regardless, this is what the Giants need. Runners in scoring position. Less than 2 outs. Find a way.
All right. Take a look.
Let's see if he double sets. Oh, man.
That's a break for the Giants. Now, he did bounce a little bit.
He did. I would say, if anything, he didn't stop.
How often does an umpire give you a warning and say, hey, look,
normally, yeah,
go, you used to be able to tell the catcher to go out and tell him that, but now with mound visits, it's, hey, maybe between innings, tell a guy.
Yeah, I would normally you were going to get one hall pass.
Well, Panic's at third, Posey's at second. Now the infield's back on the right side, even at third. And Belt slices that one into the seats.
Well, this is a guy you want up. He's got a little bit of ownage on him.
Yeah, a couple home runs now in 11 at bats. 3 for 11 is Belt. And the Giants have good individual numbers against Harvey up and down the lineup. Still without a hit, but a big opportunity. Here's the 0-1.
Bell hit a homer off him when he faced him earlier this year in San Francisco. Put it over the wall in right field. And this is an RBI guy. You need him in this RBI situation, and the Giants need these runs desperately.
Ground ball past the mound gets at least one. And the 1-1. Belt cranks one right field. Hooking. Foul. Not only have runs been scarce, but home runs have been scarce. I mean, the Giants have just 2 homers in their last 87 innings, and both have been Andrew McCutchen home runs. One and two. Got him. And that's the Harvey we saw in the first 3 innings, commanding both sides of the plate.
Yeah, you see it here, the comeback fastball underneath the hands, really hard pitch to hit. Well located, well executed. And a big strikeout for him, especially when you get a little rattled when you get that balk called on you. You kind of lose a little bit of focus. But able to come back in, settle down, but still another chance for the Giants to do some damage.
Longoria now infield, obviously back and deep. And he swings and hits the pitch in the air to center field. Billy Hamilton is there. And the Giants just can't score any runs right now. They lead 2. It's scoreless still.
Is presented by the authority of the San Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants Baseball Club, LLC.
In Cincinnati, runs were scarce last night. Phillip Ervin walked off in the bottom of the 11th. And the Reds beat the Giants 2-1. And here tonight, Matt Harvey looks like Matt Harvey of old. Madison Bumgarner has been sharp. And at the bottom of the 4th, Jose Peraza, Scooter Gennett, Eugenio Suarez for the Reds. Bumgarner has struck out 3. Now, first time through, it was early ambush. The Reds were trying to jump on a lot of first pitches.
Yeah, and I think that's another reason why Madison's been going to the off-speed stuff. Just trying to slow him down. And he's got a good feel for it. He's had a good curveball. Here you're going to see the slider. But this is, you don't think of it as a pitcher's park, but right now, these two pitchers are proving it to be that way. And this is a guy that has a lot of speed. You got to make sure you get him out. This is a very big first out.
0-2 to Peraza. Jam shot. And a lot of soft contact from the Reds. Irvin's ground ball single is the only hit in the ball game, actually. Maybe the hardest ball hit was Matt Harvey's line drive to center.
Bet you it was. John Miller was here to tell you the StatCast.
Liner, left field, deep, gone. Peraza, and the Reds strike first. Just his 7th of the season.
He's trying to elevate the fastball, ends up just staying down in the zone, down thigh high. It's a hitter's dream right there. Peraza puts a great swing on it. Just like that 1-0.
And that was an 0-2 pitch. And here is Gennett. And he fouls it back to the screen. And only the 7th home run that Bumgarner has allowed. This is start number 14 for him. Breaking ball, ground ball, base hit, right field. And the Reds have a base runner with nobody out. And here comes Eugenio Suarez.
Elevated breaking ball, just put a good swing on it. Gennett's had a nice season going against these left-handed hitters coming into the game, almost hitting 280 off lefties, and just really turned himself into one heck of a hitter.
Suarez a strikeout back in the 2nd. Gennett doesn't run much. He's got 3 stolen bases. But the Reds ran right away against Bumgarner. Ervin stole 2nd, and that's an area that Bumgarner has struggled with this year. 11 of 11 are base stealers this year. And he misses in.
Yeah, he used to have a real nasty move. He used to turn a lot more towards home plate, show his back a little bit more. Now he stays a little straighter, a little more direct. So he tries to mix up the slide step and the leg kick. Really just tries to change the hold times when he's doing his best out there.
Gennett anchored it first. Suarez fouls it out of play. You asked for StatCast numbers, and here they are.
We were hoping it was going to be the Matt Harvey line drive out, not a homer, but that's good numbers there by Peraza. Really good swing. And you got to be careful here if you're Bumgarner. Suarez he's shown that he can hit all year, but he's hitting at a 370 clip against lefties.
He's fallen behind now 3-1. Well, there's certainly a checklist for the Giants if they want to get going. Win on the road. They haven't done a lot of that. Hit and score some runs. They haven't done that. But they got to start winning some Bumgarner starts. His ERA last 4 starts is well under 2, and yet the Giants are 2-2. That's a strike. You can see it right in the strike box.
Suarez didn't like it. Well executed pitch up under the hands. He's not going to do a whole lot with that one anyway. See that cutter slider stays right in that spot. See if they send him here or not. Quick check on him.
Jose Peraza has homered, and the Reds have the first run of the night. Scooter Gennett at first. Not running, and a breaking ball struck him out, and that dotted the inside corner. Dan Bellino stuck the call.
Same pitch, same spot. He's already shown that he's going to call it. He's got a good pitcher strike zone tonight. These hitters know that, and you look at this one again. There it is, the big breaker. This time he's going for the curveball and just brings it all the way across the zone. Nice job by Buster to keep it over the plate. And Suarez had given up on it early and had no chance. Back to the bench he goes.
4th strikeout for Bumgarner. And now Irvin in the air to right has some carry. McCutcheon still going back. Short of the track makes the catch. Gennett back to first.
Irvin not wasting any time. Swung at the first pitch, first at bat. The second inning, got the base hit, and there swings at the first pitch again.
Now Barnhart, who struck out back in the 2nd. Did you see how Jim Riggleman told him he was going to play first base last night on the off day? He texted him and said, "Hey, you're at first." And Barnhart thought he was either kidding or under the influence of something. That's a fair ball off the glove of Belt. It trickles down the right field line. Headed to third is Gennett. Round third. He's held there, and the throw comes to Posey from Panic. And that's going to be a double for Barnhart. And the Reds aren't done yet here in the 4th.
Well, Bum just trying to get ahead. Fastball stays middle. Belt put a glove on it, almost was able to snare it, but then it goes right into no man's land right down there. Panic had to hustle over. He was shading him over towards second base, so he had a long way to go. McCutcheon doing the same, playing the gap. But fortunately, nothing hurt.
Herrera now. And Dilson Herrera takes up. He struck out back in the 2nd. Remember, Bumgarner threw 6 pitches in the 1st inning. Had a pretty quick 2nd, but all of a sudden his pitch count has reached the 40s. And he misses in. Reds are a team that have played quite well after an awful start. And Herrera takes up. And they're the type of team out of the race, but with young players and some pretty good veterans that all of a sudden have it going that they can really give you trouble. 3-0 pitch. That's in, and Bumgarner loses Dilson Herrera. It's going to bring up Brandon Dixon. I mean, they're almost a 500 team since Brian Price was removed as manager and Jim Riggleman took over. They're 50-54, and that was mid-April. Now Dixon. And a breaking ball's up, and all of a sudden Bumgarner searching for the strike zone. After the Peraza homer, Gennett singled, the double by Barnhart, the walk to Herrera. And a 1-0 count.
He's just one pitch away. That's the one fortunate thing that Madison's got to think about. He's just one pitch away here.
Ball in the strike.
But you're right about the talent that you look at this field. A lot of guys are. Nothing can get you ready for the experience at a big league level, and so there's a lot of guys. You're going to have those ebbs and flows as a team. The Reds are going through it, but they're doing it with a skipper that knows how to keep guys focused and how to do that, and that's why you're seeing them play a lot better baseball. Because there's going to be those times where those rookies go into some big slumps.
Well, you got players that are playing for jobs, trying to make a statement. You've got a manager who's managing for a job.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's done a wonderful job here of getting the Reds back up on their feet and causing problems. Since mid-June, they've got the second best record in the division. His best work on that resume probably taking the Cubs to the postseason. But he was also the spark that kind of got the Nationals started.
I was going to say the Nationals.
1-2 is out. And then the revolving door in D.C. in the manager's office started with the Riggleman resigning in the middle of the season. Let's see, Davey Johnson, Matt Williams, Dusty Baker, now Davey Martinez. Did I miss anybody?
I think that's it, actually.
2-2. Busted bat down the line, falls for a hit. That's trouble. Jeanette scores. Barnhart scores. McCutchen gets there. And the Reds do more damage. Brandon Dixon with a busted bat double. $3-0 now.
That's what the Giants have been looking for. Just some little flare right here off the end of the bat. Broken bat. He's holding nothing but the handle, but has enough to jam it out into the outfield, keep it in play. And with 2 outs, those guys are running on contact. Hatcher holding them up right there. And good thing Bum was backing up. I'm not sure if Buster saw that ball bouncing by him.
Here's Harvey now, and he takes a strike. That would have been a complete disaster had Bumgarner not been back there.
I was headed for the dugout for sure.
0-1. Bouncer to Crawford. Madison Bumgarner gives up 3. The homer by Peraza started it. It's 3-0 Reds. It's a special tribute to 49er legend, the late Dwight Clark, and it's presented by Toyota. It's a very special tribute to Clark. It features letters from fans reflecting on the catch, and it's Tuesday at 8, right after Giants postgame live on NBC Sports Bay Area. It includes letter writers like Joe Montana, Ronnie Lott, Eddie DeBartolo, Keena Turner. Presented commercial free by Toyota. You don't want to miss it. We here at NBC Sports Bay Area very proud of the production and all the work that went into that, and hearing from Bay Area legends. And Harvey, we talked about it last night. What an emotional attachment sports fans in the Bay Area have and had to number 87, to Dwight Clark.
It's a great town. It's a great sports town. There's no question about it, and I'm excited to watch it.
Brandon Crawford, Alan Hansen, Steven Duggar against Matt Harvey in the 5th. Reds have the first runs of the night. They're up 3-0. Crawford fouls it back to the screen. Giants had a great opportunity in the 4th with 1 out. Panic reached on an infield error. Posey walked, and then Harvey balked them up. And Belt with 2nd and 3rd could not put the ball in play. Harvey struck him out. Longoria, a soft fly ball to center. And the Giants came up empty.
He's doing exactly what you want to see. he's unpredictable right now in the sense that he's not getting into a pattern. He's being able to not only throw the sliders, primarily a fastball slider guy, but he's able to get the changeups going now.
Liner to left. It's carrying Herrera back, and he makes the catch. That one was well hit. Here comes Hansen. You know, many people point to the Tommy John surgery for Harvey as a turning point from the dark night to where he is now. But remember, he came back and pitched quite well in the postseason. The Mets at the time tried to limit his innings so that he'd have more to throw in the postseason, and he did. He was terrific, made 4 starts, was 2-0 at 3.04 ERA. But that inning total the year after Tommy John was almost 215 innings.
That is a big workload. And you touched on it yesterday, where Tommy Johns are so prevalent now. You are thinking 12 to 14 months you're back, and you may be back, you may be on a mound, but for a lot of guys it's just not. You're not back for 17 to 18, almost 2 years sometimes before you're really feeling good.
He did have surgery after 16, thoracic outlet syndrome surgery. Hansen pulls it foul. And then last year was just a mess for Harvey, and a lot of it was off-field stuff. With the suspensions, missing curfews. Some of that involved golf. Some also involved New York nightlife. One, two is in. And he had, man, and the Marlins at the time would see him like 4 or 5 times a year. And he had swagger, and he had, I mean, he had what Bumgarner has had his whole career, which is that aura of intimidating ace.
When you think of that staff that they were running out there for a few years.
That one fouled in and out of the glove of Barnhart.
It's his best bolt of the night right there, 96, reach back fastball. It's about as good as you're going to get out of him at this point. And not that that's a bad thing, but he's got the stuff. Wonder if he's going to double up or go back to the off-speed stuff. Back to the breaking ball.
2-2. Hansen pulls it, and that's Dixon at the bag, and he steps on first. And Harvey, who's not given up a hit yet, remember, Panic reached on an error, and Posey walked.
His last outing was the first time he went past 6 innings. He went 7 strong against the Diamondbacks. Pitch count right now is where you want it to be. He's got 60. Really been efficient.
Duggar a double last night and a strikeout tonight. A lot of Duggar fans in Cincinnati. This is for a visiting player, this is a good spot to come because it's in the middle of the country, and so wherever your family is, they can get to the Midwest. If you're from the Midwest, it's a drive down into Ohio.
Yeah, it's an easy trip for them. Why not? It's summertime. Get on out here. Enjoy a ball game.
Oh, 2. And it's out. And it's turned into a much more pleasant evening than last night. Last night, and even though you see fans trying to stay cool, last night was much more muggy and then wet with the rain. Into right, Irvin is under it. Matt Harvey has 5 no-hit innings, and the Reds have a 3-0 lead.
Your special event package includes a Jewish heritage-themed Giants beanie, admission to the pregame party where you can enjoy live cultural entertainment, food, drink specials, and a ticket to see the Giants Diamondbacks game. Visit sfgiants.com/special events for tickets.
Billy Hamilton of the Reds. Madison Bumgarner misses up barely, if that. And it's 1-0. Hamilton is flied out, bounced out. 3 runs in the 4th for the Reds. Hamilton, a fly ball, shallow left. Crawford out. Hansen in. Hansen still in. And he makes the catch. And there's an out, and here comes Peraza. Now, the Reds have some pop. We've seen Peraza homer. We told you about Jeanette and Suarez, the All-Stars, but they're playing without Joey Votto. And that's a big loss. Votto is one of those guys that plays hurt, plays day games after night games, and to get him on the disabled list, he really has to be hurting. He was hit by a pitch early in August, and he stayed in the lineup for about 2 weeks, but the Reds yesterday finally put him on the 10-day disabled list with a lower leg contusion.
So he couldn't even walk around properly.
That one pulled foul. Peraza's homer, his 7th.
He strikes me as one of those guys that just doesn't know what to do on the DL. Like he's just so used to playing, so used to being out there doing something that he's taken some scissors to the fleece there, trimmed it up nice, gun show.
Smoke to left, and it's going to get by Hansen all the way to the wall. And Peraza has his 2nd extra base hit, a homer and now a double. Well, you go back to August 4th, and this is a retaliatory. That was a breaking ball that came in and hit Bryce Harper. Didn't seem like any hard feelings, but Madsen then dots Votto with a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. And you can see Pat Kelly saying it was a breaking ball. Votto was incensed.
And he should be. He should be. Bryce Harper got hit with a breaking ball. And you go in and you throw cheese at the knees like that with the planted foot. Come on. That's frustration. That's what that looks at to me.
And here's the part of it I think that sometimes people overlook. For a guy like Votto, for a guy like Posey, when a team retaliates, they don't go after a light hitting second baseman. And I was a second baseman, so I can use that position. They go after a team's best player. I mean, I heard a story that back in the day, Willie Mays used to tell other Giants, especially guys like Tito Fuentes, that, hey, don't throw, and he'd tell the pitcher, don't throw it at them, because if you hit them, they're going to hit me. They're not going to hit Tito. They're going to hit me. Off of Bumgarner's glove, Crawford has to pick it up, and Jeanette has himself a single.
And I wonder if Tom Hallion got in the way of Crawford. It would have to be a bang-bang play. You'd have to take a look here. Mattis puts glove on it. Hallion doesn't move, and then he's kind of in the way. Yeah, I guess I'm not sure if he'd have a play, but never count Brandon Crawford out. That's one thing I've learned over the years. He could make some amazing things happen out there.
Here is Suarez now. He has struck out twice. Still one out. Bumgarner extended again here in the 5th, and that's fouled at the plate.
Now you're looking for that one pitch, trying to get a ground ball. You're one pitch away from getting out of this situation. You got a runner in scoring position. He's going to bear down, throw some nasty stuff here. Suarez being an RBI guy, you want to get him out of his zone. He already tried to swing at a breaking ball that was basically in the dirt. You're looking for that. And get your Gold Glovers going to work.
0-1. Boy, Posey, he did this last night, and of course Buster is a former infielder when he arrived at Florida State. That's an infielder's instinct. That's not a catcher's instinct, because he's literally up on his feet smothering a grenade that landed 5 feet in front of the plate.
Yeah, and it looked like inner thigh. No, inside knee, but able to keep it within reach, and the double play is still in order.
Jeanette at first, Peraza at third. 2-1. Two-1 is a strike, and the count evens. 64 pitches in. The Reds got the solo homer from Peraza and the 2-run double from Brandon Dixon, which was a broken bat double for their 3 runs. And a throw to first.
And another high stress inning going right now for Madison. But he's an experienced veteran here. He's going to still want to execute his stuff, put it in a position where hopefully Suarez rolls over it. And you do have a base here if you need it.
Well, the Reds have already run successfully tonight, so a good chance here. You're going to see Jeanette on his way to second. Peraza's at third. He's running, and it's fouled back.
He was running, and that was not a very good jump.
Panic trying to hold his ground as long as he can, with the runner on the move and the pitch coming to the plate. Let's do it again. 1 out. Jeanette runs again. Pitch is in. Bags are loaded.
That's not a bad walk for me. You never want to load the bases in this situation with less than 2 outs. But you have such a hot hitter that you're facing there. You don't want to give in either. You want to make sure that you're throwing something that he might chase. But now you got a game plan, and that's what they're doing right now. They're having a meeting at the mound. They're talking over how you're going to approach this. Because Irvin's been ready from jump. He swung at the first 2 pitches last 2 times up. So you're trying to figure out what pitcher are they going to be able to get him to roll over something.
And he jumped on a pitch early in the count last night and ended the game with a home run to center field.
This guy with a lot of confidence in the box right now.
Fouls it at the plate. Up the middle. Crawford and Panic playing for 2. Belt is way off the bag at first. So much so that if you're Suarez, you can get a monster lead. Look how far Belt is.
Yep.
Suarez can go just about as far as Belt is if he wants. 0-1. And it's a strike. And a big one. The count's 0-2.
Dan Bellino I shouldn't say it's a makeup call, but he's squeezed him on a couple early in this inning. And he gave him that one right there. Nice job by Buster to frame that one as well. But now you got Chase.
0-2. Breaking ball popped and out of play. That pitch right there for Bumgarner, when he finishes an at bat with a breaking ball, hitters are at about $140. The key, though, is getting to that point.
Getting there and being able to, on this mound here in particular, where it's a little bit flatter than most mounds across the league, to be able to bury it, think bounce on the plate.
Another 0-2. Elevated and fought off by Irvin. Not many baseball players come out of Samford University, not Stanford, but Samford in Birmingham, Alabama. And that's where Phillip Irvin's from. 0-2 again. Breaking ball into right center field. Duggar over for it. makes the catch deep enough to score a run. The throw comes all the way home and overshoots everybody. Ball's loose at the plate. Coming home is Jeanette, and he scores. And that's the value of a cutoff man.
See Duggar just trying to make a play, unleashes, but doesn't give Belt a chance to make a play there. Puts Posey on the short hop, and with the mash just kind of lost track of it. Kept it in front, but nobody was there to make a play, and that is just salt on the wound right there.
Sacrifice fly, E8. Runner at second. 2 outs. And here is Barnhart. And you can see how frustrated Bumgarner is right now. This is as messy a start as he's had in a while. And look at the pitch count. Number 74 coming. And how economical he was in the first 2 innings. He threw 6 pitches in the first inning.
Oof. See Bumgarner execute the breaking ball down, crosses the plate, and Bellino not having it.
That's a strike. One. Barnhart.
He's going to need ice bags everywhere. He's got jammed the first at bat. He got jammed 3 times. Threw the bat once. Crushing his own feet there.
He doubled in the 4th. Bumgarner struck him out in the 2nd. Suarez remains at second. Bumgarner's breaking ball is strike 3 called. And a long inning is over. 2 more for the Reds and a 5-0 lead in Cincinnati. And right now Matt Harvey has got 5 no-hit innings at the Giants' expense. Harvey, he's been obviously impressive.
He has. He's had command and control of the zone, and he's throwing everything. And coming into the game, billed as a 2-pitch pitcher, he's gone out there and thrown the big curveball every once in a while for some off speed. Been able to add and subtract on the fastball with getting some good sink, arm side run.
You see the no-hit bids in his career. Now 3 times he's gone into the 7th inning with a no-hitter. One of those was a perfect game. He was able to get 2 outs in the 7th in 2 of those. Bumgarner a swing and a miss. There were 2 long conversations between innings, and they both involved Dan Bellino. First was with Bruce Bochy on the rail in the Giants dugout, and the other was with Madison Bumgarner, about 30 seconds worth, as Bumgarner came to the plate before Harvey threw his first pitch. And
it's just lots of frustration is what's going on. That's what you see.
Certainly frustration for the 5 runs, but as you illustrated, that breaking ball he thought was strike 3 and did not get the call. Harvey with a count 2-1.
Let's see if he challenges him here.
Bumgarner with that big swing. And he shoots it up into the seats.
He gave him a chance. He gave him it right there, a fastball. Probably not going to see another one.
Bumgarner is overdue for a long ball.
No question.
He's not homered this year. Pretty good changeup.
Yeah, we're back to a challenge count again. Does he give it to him again? Or does he have enough respect and confidence in his cutter to throw it here, the slider?
3-2. He got him. Here are the conversations that we talked about. First with Bochy, it didn't get heated. Hensley Mulin's there as well. And as frustrated as we saw Bumgarner, Bumgarner said his piece. Bellino listened.
They doing it the right way. Communication. It's a lost art at this point. Talk it out.
Here's McCutchen, who's lined out and bounced. The difference now from 10 years ago is the communication now oftentimes involves the strike box. The technology is available in each clubhouse, in each video room. Pitchers go in to check between innings, or someone comes out to tell them where a borderline pitch was or wasn't. Hitters certainly will if they've got a disagreement. And oftentimes that's communicated to an umpire. Sometimes it's an admission, hey, I was wrong, you were right. Other times you missed it. How is that negotiated over the course of a game?
Well, until they go with the automated strike zone, Bellino's going to make mistakes. He's had a pitcher's zone. Granted, he's missed a few, but Bum's benefited from a couple of those calls. Matt Harvey has as well. And I think as long as you have that open discussion and dialogue, he'll listen to you. Umpires will listen to you. They're not out there to try to steal the show. I mean, there might be a few out there that kind of want their name in the paper, but most of them are there to just do the job and go home.
McCutchen fouls it back to the screen. The Giants looking for their first hit.
I mean, they don't have to do post-game interviews or anything.
Right, but the umpires are graded after every game.
Exactly.
They get a video file of their calls and the ones they missed and the ones they stuck, and they try to adjust from there. And some will adjust actually during the game depending on what they hear from catchers and hitters, because they know that no one's going to lie to them, because everyone's going to have that umpire behind the plate as a pitcher or a hitter again. McCutchen, right center field, hits it well. Hamilton there, and he makes the catch. In a season of hard hit balls at people, McCutchen has hit 2 of them on the nose tonight, and both Billy Hamilton has run down.
And for the Giants, he's up there on the list. If you look at all the hard hit balls, just that unfortunate luck seemed to be following him a lot.
McCutchen with the hardest hit rate, the hard hit rate, that's 95 miles and more. It's his best hardest hit rate of his career this year.
There you go. I was setting you up for that. That's all. I didn't have the numbers in front of me, and I want to make sure that I'm a good assistant.
Hey, for only 3 innings, but we are a team, Harvey.
That's right.
Most of the time, I get you the ball in a position where you can score, and occasionally I have to take a shot.
That's okay.
At the end of a shot clock.
I like it.
Or a pitch clock.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
In the hole, it's short. Long throw, Peraza, safe. And the Giants have their hit. Harvey's no-hitter.
They'll look at it.
Is done.
They'll look at it.
But certainly a review to come.
Great play by Peraza to get such a strong throw right there. Joe busting out of the box with that plant and pivot. Well done. Yeah, but he's safe.
And the Reds do not challenge. So the first base hit for the Giants comes with 2 outs here in the 6th. And here's Posey. Posey has owned Harvey in his career. Here's the tail end. Is the ball? No, got to be on that. Enter the glove. Not smell the glove. That was Spinal Tap. 1-0 is out.
Joe hustling down the line. Phil Cuzzy ready to go with that call. And this would be a great one. 2-0 challenge fastball. Be nice to see here. I doubt he's going to get it, but up 5, you never know.
5 for 9 with a homer in his career against Harvey. There's the fastball, but it was on the outside corner.
Not the zone he was looking at. He kind of picked one pitch, one spot there. But you're looking for some action after action here. You're just trying to get something going. Anything.
Two one is down, and it's 3-1. Remember, Harvey fell behind Posey last at bat, 3-0, and walked him.
And you know Joe's not going to go anywhere here. 3-1, down 5. Looking for Buster to just square something up.
Into the seats, and it's 3-2. It was a struggle last night for the middle of the order. 2 through 6 were 2 for 23, and both of those were singles. Everybody struggling tonight. Harvey has been dominant. 5 strikeouts. The infield hit by Panic, the first of the night. With a full count, 2 outs. Panic on the move. Let's see what Posey gets. Breaking ball, emergency swing into right field, and that's a hit. Panic around second, on his way to third, and he's in there with a slide. And maybe that'll bust the dam enough. An infield hit, Posey end of the bat, and here comes Belts.
Barnhart out to talk to Harvey just to see how he wants to go about this belted bat. He's been able to strike him out twice. The last one real nice comeback sinker. Now Darwin's going to be coming out here as well, kind of settling down. He got through 7 innings last start, but that's the furthest he's gone in any outing this year. So pitch count's fine. That's not the issue. It's just a matter of getting up and getting down at this point when you're throwing this much. Start your Labor Day weekend off with a bang. Friday, August 31st through Sunday the 2nd, as the New York Mets battle the Giants on Friday the 31st. Stay for the post-game fireworks presented by Alltech Lansing. Buy directly from the Giants at sfgiants.com.
Of course, the Giants on this road trip are headed to face the Mets 4 times on Monday night, all the way through a day game on Thursday. The Giants haven't seen the Mets yet.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? That is, the scheduling gets a little, just gets funny.
Brandon Belt would love to do something here in the 4th inning, 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. Harvey struck him out. And he takes in. He also struck out in the 2nd.
I think they played San Diego early, and then they hadn't seen San Diego for months. In San Diego, I should say. It was, which is odd for a team that's in your division.
The back of the Reds bullpen, as the Giants saw last night, is very good. Jared Hughes, David Hernandez, Raisel Iglesias. To Belt. Lifted in the air to left. And Herrera comes in and makes the catch. Giants finally get a hit. They get 2 of them, but trail here still 5-0. We've been talking about the division series in 2012. The Mercedes pivotal play in Game 5. It got real quiet when Buster Posey hit a grand slam against Matt Latos.
Man, that was an amazing, amazing day. Best reaction ever, Ryan Hannigan, the catcher, just walking that one off.
And as we talked about last night, you guys lost 2 in San Francisco and we're on the ropes in Game 3 here. Bumgarner with a 1-0 pitch.
Yeah, I think we got no hit for 7 innings. I think it was something.
Extra innings. You won 2-1.
Yeah.
And then you won Game 4. And then Posey with the big blow. (6-4) was the final in Game 5. You know, they don't give in the division series, and I don't know why they don't give an MVP.
MVP, yeah, you're right.
But if I were to give an MVP of that division series, I would give it collectively to the bullpen. Romo, Casilla, Affel, and don't forget Lincecum.
Never
was
forget
terrific.
Lincecum. That was his coming out party as a reliever.
I don't think Contos gave up a run. Here tonight, it was Madison Bumgarner and it was Matt Harvey. And Bumgarner looked sharp early, but went off the rails in the 4th. The Reds got 3 and then added 2 in the 5th. Matt Harvey carried a no-hitter into the 6th. Giants got 2 hits. Man, that is launched deep left center field from Herrera and gone. Dilson Herrera, just his 3rd.
Yeah, no leg kick, nothing. Just reading and reacting. Gets the breaking ball up in the zone. Fully extended. That ball was driven into the Giants bullpen. No doubter right there.
Now Dixon. Now Bumgarner right now is trailing 6-0. He's at 84 pitches. But remember, Bruce Bochy's bullpen has been ridden hard in the first 4 games of this road trip. The Giants' pen in 4 games, almost 19 innings combined. Hunter Strickland activated today, and it looks like Strickland,
that's going to be the guy,
is up.
Get him back into big league action. Unfortunately, it's going to be in a little bit of a low stress situation.
Low stress for him, high stress for Bumgarner. A swing and a miss. And Dixon strikes out. And here is Harvey for the 3rd time tonight. He's lined out and bounced to short. Andrew Suarez tomorrow. Young right-hander Luis Castillo. Not the second baseman, but the young pitcher. He'll go for the Reds. And then it's on to New York for a 4-game series. It's a Derek Holland start against Zach Wheeler.
Zach Wheeler
on Monday night. The rest of the rotation for both the Mets and the Giants to be announced, although it slots in that Bumgarner would make the day start on Thursday. It's a strike. It's 1-2.
I feel the Mets have played about 10 games in Philly.
They scored 40 runs in back-to-back games combined.
Yeah.
I mean, 40 runs.
That's a nice bag for the third base coach. Waving in all those runs.
One, two. The Giants 7 back in a game under. Crack to right center. Duggar on the move. Reaches and has it. He covers a lot of ground. Gap to gap. And the Duggar family gives an amen. Defensive run saved measures an outfielder's worth. And Duggar has been one of the best in baseball since he walked into a Giants uniform.
That's impressive. That was well done right there. He took a direct line to that ball. Got a great jump, great read. You need strong defense up the middle if you're going to win in this league.
Now the Reds have hit 2 homers. But that's another ball, a bolt off the bat of Harvey.
Mama likes it. Yes, she should.
You think she's into advanced metrics?
Definitely.
Defensive runs saved?
She's on the MLB.TV app right now.
Only 3 better than Duggar since he got here on the 8th of July. Hamilton's been hitting down in the order a lot. He led off yesterday, and he leads off here tonight. 0 for 3. Has a 9-game hit streak. And he may just be the last hitter if Bumgarner retires him here. Last hitter that Madison sees.
Something about the black and orange. He likes to hit against the Giants. I think career over 300 hitter against the Giants.
He would be such a weapon if he could just get on base a little more. His career on base percentage is under 300, 298.
Can't steal first. That's what they tell you. But you're right. You're right. Be able to have a player that's that dynamic, putting a lot of pressure on a pitching staff to execute.
2-2. That's out.
He basically has half the stolen bases that the Reds have as a team. And when he's on, he's a threat.
Now this is one of the cool things about StatCast is you can measure pre-pitch positioning, where a guy starts from and where he ends up. We've not been able to do that before in Major League Baseball. This one, he doesn't have to go that far. Just backs straight up and makes the catch. Dilson Herrera a home run, and the Reds stretch their lead to 6-0. Dwayne Kuiper back here momentarily.
Brought to you by your local Toyota dealer, and it's been the Matt Harvey show. Had a no-hitter going 5 2/3 going into that 6th inning until Joe Panik beat out an infield base hit, and Madison Bumgarner started off really hot but ran into some trouble in that 4th inning and backed it up in the 5th. And as you can see, the runs right there in the 4th and the 5th and the 6th. It's just been tough for the Giants to get something going off of Matt Harvey.
And Longoria is going to catch a little bit of a break as Jeanette can't come up with it. And he opens up the 7th inning with a base hit. Irvin now in left field. Williams comes into the game and he's in right field. So Williams in right. And here's Crawford. And the pitch. Crawford takes a strike. Crawford lined out to left in the 5th. He's 0 for 2. Lorenzen and Reed. Crawford takes one right there for a strike. It's 1 ball, or make it no balls and 2 strikes. With 5 strikeouts, he walked 1. He walked Panik in the 4th. Crawford stays alive. The thing about Harvey is he hasn't thrown many pitches in the middle of the plate.
now. He's had control and command of the zone. He's been able to spot it up, and he hasn't really doubled up a whole lot. Maybe with the sliders, but he's able to throw in the changeups now and the curveball.
Into either the third level or the fourth, whether you count the sweet level. It's 0-2. Crawford skies one into center field. Hamilton back, and he makes the catch. So Crawford retired. Here's Hansen. Hansen has struck out, and he's rolled out to first with Duggar on deck. You see Duggar run a little bit on defense.
Making some plays look real easy out there.
Yes, he does. It's fun to watch both these center fielders.
Yeah, it's a treat when you get the great defense up the middle, which is what you need at this big league level to win consistently. It's nice to watch.
Hansen cannot hold up on that first pitch, and it's no balls and one strike.
I'd like to see some spark, something going here. Longoria not really being held on, up 6-0. He can get off the base.
Down low.
Matt Harvey for the second straight start going into the 7th here.
Yeah, the Reds have to be thrilled.
Second time he's done it this year.
Big chopper, and with this fast infield, it's going to be a base hit. So here's Duggar. This would be let it fly Duggar time. Let it rip.
And this might be it. Let's see.
So if Duggar's going to do it, it's going to be against a lefty. Harvey should get a nice round of applause. And there's the applause we're talking about. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Your trusted oil change tune-up and brake experts. We'll be back. Here's the new pitcher. His name is Cody Reed.
Cody Reed coming on for the 7th time. He spent a lot of time starting down in Louisville, their AAA affiliate. He's got some reliever experience. You see the lefties there hitting 0-91 against him. And against these lefties, you're going to see mid-90s fastball and a slider to go with it. It's 50-50 pretty much on what you're going to see. So Gorky's is going to be the man facing him.
So Gorkys will hit for Duggar. With Hunter Pence on deck. First pitch strike, and it's 0-1. Gorkys with 13 home runs. 34 runs batted in. Outside, an easy 95, 1-1. Hit to right. Williams will put it away. Tagging is Longoria. So here's Hunter Pence. So Pence hitting for Madison Bumgarner. Runners at the corners. Tap to second. And that'll end the inning. It remains 6-0.
Ball on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. By Heffernan Insurance Brokers. Insurance and financial services for you and your business. Visit hefins.com. And by Xfinity. X1 will change the way you experience TV.
Here in Cincinnati, it's a 6-0 lead for the Reds. When it's time for a change things speedy, Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and brake experts.
The guy taking the mound now for the Giants, Hunter Strickland. Been a while since we've seen him. Came off the 60-day DL. Coming on for the 35th time. You see the numbers there. He was closing a lot of the games, 13 saves in that time. Then he busted his hand, so we'll see what he's got now. But when he's right, he's got that mid to upper 90s fastball, slider, and the occasional change.
And here's Peraza, who gets a fastball and a healthy rip. Peraza hurt Bumgarner. He homered and he doubled and he scored twice. And the pitch is going to pop up. It'll be Crawford or Hernandez. It'll be Crawford, and he'll make the catch. I think Crawford's the one guy that can play every position on the field.
He could do it.
And I think he can play all of them very well.
It's a good way to up that fielding percentage. Go get those pop-ups.
Get the pop-ups, absolutely. Here's Scooter Gennett. He's got 2 hits. When I got to the big leagues, I used to go into Baltimore, and it was Mark Belanger and Bobby Grich, and they both won Gold Gloves. If there's a guy on first and 2 outs, this is roped down the right field line. That's going to be a fair ball. Gennett's going to have his 3rd hit. He had 3 last night as he strolls into second base. But if they got a ground ball at the end of the inning, they never threw to first. Belanger would throw to Grich, or Grich would throw to Belanger, and they did it clearly for that reason.
Guys just trying to get the fastball. Just a better job of hitting. Beat him to the spot. Gennett beat him to the spot. Wraps it down the line for a double. And got his 3rd hit. A guy that's heating up in August after having a relatively cold one. Hitting .220 coming into this series. In the month of August.
So here's Suarez. 0 for 2 with a walk. And they're coming out swinging, and it's no balls and 1 strike. Gennett with his lead at second. He ain't gonna miss, and a healthy fastball.
Just a reach back fastball there, 93. Perfectly placed, a little bit of cut on it.
The pitch. High and wide.
That's a reach back heater right now. It'll kick up as he gets some more reps out there on the mound. so far the stuff looks good out of his hand. Strickland's looking good.
On deck is Phillip Ervin. And the pitch is wide, 2-2. Joey Votto. Probably talking hitting.
Yeah, we were talking about how he's one of the guys that's not going to enjoy being on the DL.
Yeah.
He said he took scissors to that fleece.
Get a little jam shot into center field, a base hit. And with that, Jeanette is going to score. And that's what RBI guys do. That's number 89 on the year for Suarez. So here's Ervin. Ervin is 1 for 2. Had a sacrifice fly in the 5th. And it's a strike at the knees.
And he took a pitch.
One ball and one strike. Popped up. And out of play. So Strickland rubbing up a new baseball. 10 hits for the Reds. Giants have managed 4. They didn't get their first hit until Panic singled in the 6th. Wrapped to Hansen, who puts it away. Barnhart. Barnhart doubled in the 4th and scored. And then prior to that he struck out, and after that he struck out. Strickland replacing Bumgarner. Pitch right at Hernandez, and that'll end the inning. A run on 2 hits, 1 left. 8th inning coming up. It'll be McCutchen to lead things off. 7-0 Cincinnati.
Customize your experience to catch every moment this season. Get Giants home screen icons and features such as MLB.TV Game of the Day, pitch tracking, in-game highlights, live radio broadcast, stats, news, and more. Download MLB At Bat today.
All right, good job. McCutchen to lead things off here in the 8th. First pitch strike. McCutchen's hit 2 balls that could very well have been base hits. Both have been caught by Hamilton. Not the guy to hit it to in the outfield. Here he taps it to 3rd. Suarez is going to kick it. Yeah, that may be a hit. I'm going to give him a hit.
That should be a hit. Although for fun, give him a second error of the game on a high chopper. Look at it right there, just coming in similar to that error. Kind of handcuffed himself, wanted to play at a backhand, and then goes to the Tries to scoop it. Either way, man on first.
So Panic's going to hit. Giants hit a few more of those. There's a strike, and it's 0-1. Andy Suarez tomorrow. Andy Suarez, I'm sure, watching. Keep the ball down tomorrow.
Gonna need to be the stopper.
1-2.
Unless the Giants can mount a comeback.
McCutchen with his lead. Nobody out. Panik hits the ball on the ground, and he's got a base hit. He has not seen a lot of lefties lately. He sees one here, and he's got his second hit. This is an unforgiving ballpark. I mean, the infield's hard. If you get a little something on it on the ground, you get a shot to have it go through. Buster tonight is 1 for 2. He's walked and singled. And he takes low, squirts away, nothing going on, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Not the time to be taking a chance about moving an extra 90 feet. Pitch is high.
Gotta figure he's gonna get a challenge ball here. Get the head out, square it up. As you look at Austin Slater on deck.
And 4-0.
This is not what you want to see if you're Jim Riggleman. This is exactly what you want to see for Bruce Bochy. Some traffic.
Well, we're assuming something's not right with Brandon Belt. Either one of two things. One, his legs aren't feeling right, or two, Bruce Bochy doesn't like the way Belt is swinging the bat in this game. I'm assuming it's some type of injury. So Riggleman comes out. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Your trusted oil change tune-up and brake experts. We'll be back. Reds. However, the Giants are trying to plot themselves back in. They got the bases loaded with nobody out.
And Michael Lorenzen taking them out for the 32nd time. And look at the numbers. Overall, they're really good. More of a contact guy, not a big strikeout man. But he's looking in to try to get the ball in play and do some damage here, or limited damage, I should say. And the Giants are trying to do some damage.
And it'll be Slater to try to do it. And the first pitch is down low.
You're going to see lots of fastballs, mid 90s, 95, 96, and that cutter right there. You're going to see lots of those. Those are his two primary pitches.
Pretty good velocity down around the knees. It's 1 ball and 1 strike with Longoria to follow.
Through 4 innings of relief his last time out against the Indians. Ended up playing some right field and got a base hit. This guy, we know his story about being able to hit. But played right field and then got a knock.
Wow. 2-1. 2-2.
There's that cutter again. Late life to it.
Doesn't look like somebody that I would arm wrestle anytime soon.
No.
So Slater's got to fight now. Got him. Longoria.
Just the fastball 2-seamer sinking down and in 96 miles an hour too, just darting. Great arm side movement, arm side sinking. Slater just couldn't do anything with that one right there.
Here's Longoria, who singled in the 7th. And Longoria, why not? Taking a healthy rip. It's no balls and 1 strike. Dodgers in Seattle again tonight. Atlanta leading Colorado 2-0 in the 8th. Arizona and San Diego now in the 3rd with the D-backs leading 2-0. Longoria with a healthy rip, and it's 0-2. McCutchen, Panic, Posey. Longoria waited on it nicely, but all they did is just get a little piece of it.
Throws a snapper there, able to get just enough to stay alive. He's in battle mode too.
Yes, he is.
Trying to find something to drive into the outfield. Find a gap would be great, but be able to get the ball and get a run across. Confidence booster for the offense.
One and 2. Taps it foul. Otis threw it to 4 kids who had gloves.
It's a no catch.
And they could not hang on to it.
We got an Ortega sighting. See if he go. There he goes. Veteran move. Go 5 rows back.
Go a little deeper, and
a Giant fan too. Mix it in.
She brought her glove. 1-2 pitch. 2-2.
Lorenzen's got a good grunt going. You can hear it on those follow throughs. It's like you listen to a tennis match.
Yep, you can hear it up here. On the ground. They'll try to turn it. That's 1. Not in time. Little hesitation by the double play combo, and I think it cost him. McCutchen scores. Then it goes to 3rd.
You see it right there, the exchange, just like you mentioned, just rolls up the glove just a little bit. Unable to get the clean exchange, and Longoria hustling down the line. Does a nice job. Good try by Gannett to turn that, but good effort by Longoria to hustle down that line and see if he can get some more runs across here.
Yeah, it's going to give Crawford a shot, and he takes a low. Crawford 0 for 3. And a strike. We are in the 8th. Giants finally on the board. Crawford pops it out of play. Posey or make that panic at third. Longoria at first. And a nice play by Barnhart to keep it close. It's 2-2. Barnhart, a Gold Glove winner. Two and two. Hansen watching from the on deck circle. Barnhart with the sign. The pitch foul down the left field line and out of play. Longoria now just putting on the mitt. Two and two. Crawford stays alive. And you're right. He can run it up there pretty good. They got that last one clocked at 97. So he's been keeping that one in his pocket.
He's getting loose now. Now he's getting loose.
Crawford out swinging to end the inning. Giants pick up a run, bottom of the 8th coming up. San Francisco Giants baseball on NBC Sports Bay Area, and it's home of the authentic fan. We do have Giants fans here. They're all over the place. Saw a few walking around town today. Duggar's mom in the middle.
MLB.tv app, checking it out. Statcasting.
Ty blocked the new pitcher when it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Your trusted oil change tune-up and brake experts.
There's Ty Block coming off for the 36th time. The long guy out of the pen. Now he's asked to just kind of clean up the rest of this here, finish it off, and be ready to go for a day game tomorrow.
There's a called strike. Yeah, be ready to go. Back up Andy Suarez. Slater is now at first. And Hundley is in for Posey. Hundley will hit 9th. Which means he will hit 3rd in the 9th. Slater off his chest. And it'll be a base hit for Herrera, we think. Herrera hit a long home run in the 6th inning.
Never fails. You look at that ball, hard two-hopper, a little bit of English on it, has some spin going towards the line. Trying to get back to his feet, trying to be able to do that slide throw, and his feet kind of just go get out from under him. And good idea to probably hold on to it anyway.
Hold on to it. Here's Dixon. Dixon takes a strike. That's the 11th hit for the Reds. The inning that hurt Bumgarner was the 4th inning, where the Reds picked up 4 hits. The one by Dixon hurt him. He just kind of poked it off the end of his bat. That would have been,
yeah, shattered his bat.
The 3rd out if he could have gotten him out. Clock throws low, 2-1.
As a hitter, you got to love those when you're running with just the handle of the bat. And you've been able to put the ball in play in no man's land.
When I used to do that, I used to never want to make eye contact with the pitcher. There's a high fly ball to right field. Something behind it. McCutchen at the wall, and he'll reach up and he'll make the catch. Nixon gives it a ride. So you're going to see him hit.
Be careful. Just saying, be careful.
Yeah.
Oh, look at him asking Bolino to clean off the dish.
Hey, when you're hot, you're hot.
Yeah.
On the ground to Crawford. Crawford on the backhand. That's one. That's two. And that'll end the inning. We'll go to the ninth. It's 7-1 Reds. Tomorrow, it'll be the Giants and the Reds. At 10 o'clock, pregame live will be at 9. And you can see it right here on NBC Sports Bay Area. It's also streaming live on the NBC Sports app. So you saw Lorenzen hit. Of course, that means he's going to obviously come out and pitch the ninth. He's going to get Hansen, Hernandez, and Hundley. And the Giants trail by 6. It's 7-1 Cincinnati. So here's Hansen. And he drives one to right, and he's got a base hit. So Hansen doesn't wait around. And that'll bring up Gorkis Hernandez. Gorkis has one at bat. He hit a fly ball to right. Is a pinch hitter in the 8th. The hit by Hernandez, the 7th in the game for the Giants. Gorkis takes high, 1 ball and no strikes. Tap foul right in front of Bruce Bochy. 1 ball and 1 strike. Giants right now, and great probability they're going to fall 2 games under 500. Very high, 2-1. Pops it up. It'll be right field for Williams. He puts it away. And here's Hundley. You see Hundley behind the plate tomorrow. And we're not sure why Belt was pinch hit for, but if there's a leg issue or a health issue, you may see Buster at first. First things first. Hundley. Just a ground ball to short. This could do it. And it does. game 2 in this series goes to the Cincinnati Reds, and Bruce Bochy wanted to see a little bit more offense, and all he saw was just a little bit more offense. But Madison Bumgarner got dinged up today, and with that and the combination of not a lot of hitting, this one was Reds all the way.
Absolutely. Matt Harvey looked like the Dark Knight that you were used to see with the Mets, and he got 7 hits, but there were 7 singles. It's tough to do that. You look at the 11 hits that the Reds got, and there were 6 extra base hits. So that's what Bruce Bochy's looking for, and I know the players are looking forward to. Always another day. It's the beauty of baseball.
Giants will get after it tomorrow to see if they can get a win before they head to New York. All right, final score tonight here at Great American Ballpark. It's the Reds 7 and the Giants 1. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned. Giants postgame live presented by Toyota starts right now.